think we're live. So, hello everybody. This is the
Hi, Renee.
last.
How are you?
How's it going, Margot?
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything is pretty warm here in San Diego. It's 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So, I'm loving it. Hopefully,
Yeah,
everybody
we're
out there is having great weather. Today's the last part of our series for part 5. I guess we'll say hello or something. Yeah, there we go.
hi.
So, thank you, Margot. Is going to be in the background helping us out, and I will get started in just a minute. So, I'm going to go ahead and start, guys. This is going to be a quick one today, but I just wanted to point to you guys some things about part 5. So, let me get that started again. There we go. And yes, today we have Blueprint for Building Your Dream Online Business Part 5. So, we have gone through part 1 through 4, and if you're a regular here watching our Facebook lives, you're probably familiar with the blueprint that we always recommend. So we actually went through it, and this is the last part or step 5 of all the parts. We will have a bonus round next week, but today is the last part. And let me see, hold on. And basically, we follow this blueprint, which is dream, deliver, invite, nurture, and grow. If you missed the last ones, you can go back and watch them in the last in our page. They'll be live there, and we're also going to put them together in a document that's easy for you to consume. Right now, we're on step 5. So step 5, it's grow. It's the last step. One of the most common mistakes is to try to skip this step right away because it's the most exciting. It's the one most people talk about, but it's something you cannot get to unless you've done step 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's adding attraction strategies, right? How to grow your existing and new income streams. So once you figured it out, once you got your offers figured out, you're nurturing some people. Like, how do I grow now? How do I attract more people? And we're going to talk a little bit about Facebook advertising. It's not an ads course. Again, I'm just going to give you a few things that you need to keep in mind to understand how to grow and be ready for growth. And that's automating, collecting, or growing an audience. Facebook calls them an audience when it's a group of people you want to advertise to. We're going to talk about how you do that with 22 Social, and also a lookalike audience and how that works. If someone doesn't know what a lookalike audience, well, this is a great time for them to learn. Also, growing an email list. You don't have to start with email, but part of our platform, you are able to add an autoresponder to actually start growing an email list, and that's always a good asset. If you don't want to do email marketing, you can still collect emails. You can still use those to run advertisements or ads too, but you don't have to. But it's another way to reach out to people. And the last point is adding more income streams. So if you're looking for let's say a few different income streams, we'll talk about some examples or categories of types of income streams that you can create. Then most people don't need it. I know the page says 15, but most people don't need 15. I would say most people need between 2 and 4 income streams to really have a solid business. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So moving forward, what's a Facebook audience? So there's a few different ways of creating a Facebook audience. Like you see on the left, and I think that graphic's a little outdated, but it's the same concept. If you see on the left, you can go to Facebook through your ads account and say, hey, I like to create an audience. And my audience are women from this age to this age, or men. You could choose a few different factors about them. I want them to be in this geographical area. I want them to speak English or Spanish or whatever language. So there's a few things you can tell Facebook about demographics, as well as the interest. I want them people who are interested in, I don't know, Entrepreneur Magazine or fitness or a number of different categories that that are related to what you want to offer them, so that at least they have some level of interest, and you can create an audience that way. You can tell Facebook, I want those, and Facebook will tell you, hey, you know what? We have 10 million people who fit that description, or we have 5 million or even more, and that's how you can create an audience. and yeah, it's a way to tell Facebook that's who I want to show my ad to. Then the better you describe those audiences, the better you tell Facebook, hey, you know what? I want them to be interested in business, but I also want them to be interested in dog training because I want to go after dog training business owners or those type of experts. And the better you're going to get results for your ads. And yes, you can do this the manual way, which we think is the hard way, or the automatic way. And we do have a tutorial for you. If you really want to learn more about this, that link right there will take you to a video that where I break down exactly how those audiences work. So there is quite a bit of training on this on Google and YouTube as well if you search for Facebook ad audiences. But I do want you to focus on a few things. One of them is 4 buckets of audiences that you can create. You can actually tell Facebook, I want to run an ad to everyone who's ever engaged with my Facebook page, everyone who's ever watched a video, anyone who's ever liked something, anyone who's had some kind of engagement with my page. That's one audience. And if they've interacted with your page, they probably have some interest. So that's one way to go about it. You can also start collecting leads. I'm just going to bring them all up. You can also start collecting leads of people who sign up for your free content. We talked about nurturing last week. So that's when you are going to start building an email list or list of subscribers who are interested in something you have to offer. You could also have customers. So let me see, where's my pointer at? Yeah. Well, you could also have customers or use customers who have purchased one of your paid offers in the past. So those are 3 buckets so far. I'll explain lookalike in a second. So you can tell Facebook, hey, I want to people who've interacted with my page, which are your visitors. You can upload an email list of people who've opted in for your free content. You can also upload a customer list, but you can also automate this list building. So automatic is a little easier. Automate this list building. There are settings on Facebook you can connect. And I talk about that in that previous video that, in this video that I mentioned here, I mentioned how to do that and how that works. You can do it so that every time somebody opts in and becomes a lead, they automatically get added to that audience and they could be on an ad campaign. I mean, imagine somebody opts in for your free membership today and I don't know, maybe an hour or so later, they get an ad saying, hey, don't forget to do XYZ, or here are some of the other offers I have available for you, kind of thing. And people who've bought from you before. Maybe you have a low ticket offer, something that's maybe $100, and you want to sell them a bigger program. So you could also do that with customers as well. And those could be automatically be building for you on Facebook without you having to upload anything. So, and that's part of what you do. It's called a Facebook pixel that you can add to 22 Social to make that happen. And the last bucket, you could do a lookalike. So instead of manually telling Facebook, hey, I want people who are interested in Entrepreneur Magazine, I want people who are interested in Dog Trainer because I want or fitness or whatever expertise you want to attract or talk about. Then instead of doing that, why not let Facebook do that for you and say, hey, you know what? These customers have bought from me before. Facebook, can you find me people in the Facebook and the billions of people you have on Facebook? Can you find me people who have something in common with my customers? And they've obviously bought from you before. There's something they all have in common. They have the same interest, probably. They have a few things in common. Facebook will go out and look for other people who have similarities to your customers. And honestly, if I've been running ads for years now, and this is been the easiest way to do it by saying, hey, look, I have 100 customers. Can you give me more like this? And Facebook will turn around and say, yeah, we got 2 million people who match that description or who have a lot in common with your customers. And you could say, Facebook, can you run ads to those people who are lookalike? And that's the term that's how they refer to that. And those have really been, in my opinion, the easiest, most effective way to actually run the ads. You could do that if you're really savvy with ads. You could do interest and you could filter further and all that good stuff. But if you're not, if you're just a newbie and you don't want to spend time or money really figuring out what your perfect audience is, nothing's really done better than this Like I said, unless you want to go super marketing nerd, and I mean it in good sense, to do that, if you don't have time to do that, then lookalike will work for you. But in order for that to work, you do have to have a starting point. You do have to have some customers. That's why in our steps, we always say, hey, look, go out. Once you have an offer, you have something ready to deliver, go out and invite people personally, hustle your way through the first few hundred customers. And now you have some base to go off of to go and build this lookalike audience. You really can't do that unless you have something to build on. There's got to be something they look like, right? You have to have something to compare to. So this will not work till you have some initial set of customers, right? So that's the idea. And those are the 4 major buckets that you can focus on in terms of the audiences you're going to run some ads to. And another thing I'm going to go through real quick is income stream categories. Something to keep in mind. You started with one offer and you're delivering it. You have it well defined. You've improved it with feedback because you've been talking to people. You've done the invite step. You've done the nurture step. But now it's time to add a few more income stream categories. And perhaps what you probably started with is fast income. I mean, one of the things, if you're transitioning out of maybe a different profession and you're just getting started leveraging your expertise online, one of the things you want to focus on is what's the fastest way for me to create income. What's the fastest income stream that I can do? Is it consulting? Is it building courses? What is it? Is it a high tiered membership? What's going to get me to be able to say, hey, this pay me enough, or I can focus on this full time. I can put all my attention to this, and that's 1x of 1x is meaning what your budget is right now, what you need for your lifestyle. And so that's maybe the first thing you started with, and now you got that under control. The second type of income you might want to focus on is stable recurring income. So maybe those consulting calls are great. There was a fast way to get income, but they're not necessarily recurring income. So you might want to start, like I said, maybe it's a membership this time. Maybe it was consulting the first time, or coaching, or one-on-one sessions. And maybe the second offer you have is more maybe a high tier, maybe group membership, group coaching program, something that's a little more stable and that's recurring, that hey, not only do I have enough, but I actually have it's stable enough where I don't have to worry. I know next month this is what my income is going to be, and I can do a little better planning. So that's the other one. The last one is really scaling, right? What's really going to scale for me? Is it that low cost membership? Is it is it some sort of course, something that maybe is not as stable, but it's scalable? And with scalability comes some stability. If you're making 10 times what you need to fund your lifestyle, then it doesn't matter if it goes up and down, because it's way more than you need, so you're fine. So that's when you really can increase your freedom. So those are the 3 categories. So if when you're thinking back, all right, great, I got an offer I'm delivering already, what other offers could I offer? It's one thing. Keep these 3 things in mind to make sure that you really got your bases covered. So that's really the transition from just earning income to scaling income. And that's pretty much all I got for you today. Just wanted to give you guys a taste of that. We do have a full-on course of the whole 5 steps, that a crash course, and also a full course that you can actually purchase as well. So we do have more about that, and I'll tell you how to access that as part of a video. But right now, I'm actually going to show you a video how our software works and how you can leverage that to actually implement the 5 steps. And that's a short, small video that I'm going to play for you in a sec. And the free Facebook page, business page, it's pretty easy to set up and manage. You're actually not going to easily find a better marketing system online for free. And what we like about it is you can actually create custom apps that you can add to the fan page and link them like you see on the screen, from the about section, a post, the button, and a bunch of other places as well. And what can that custom app do? It can actually protect your content and quick access in 3 ways. The first way is a free lead generation, That means that you could actually promise someone a free download, free video, webinar, or a registration or contest or sweepstakes, a free membership, a number of different things for free to collect leads, which is what we're talking about here in terms of nurturing someone. So that would be the first way. It's just you're not charging for it, but you are collecting leads. The second way is a one-time payment. So if you're selling your online course, a one-on-one coaching package, a masterclass, a VIP coaching program of some sort, it could be a one-time fee. It could be $5 or it could be $5,000. Really, there's no limit on that. The other way, which is very popular, is a recurring payment or membership subscription, which could be either, there's a number of different types of membership. It could either be a low-cost membership, $10, $20, $30, or it could be your client signing up for $1,000 a month of coaching. I mean, there's a number of different ones. Or maybe your VIP coaching program or group coaching program that maybe is $500 a month. So there's a number of different options for recurring payments. But those are the main three ways you can restrict access to content using 22 Social, and to help you not only nurture leads, but also generate income online. This is how our system works. Every app comes with what we call a smart link. And when you share it on Facebook and other places, it'll automatically generate a preview image and text. And now you can change that in the settings. And when somebody clicks on that, they'll see what we call the gate or the sales or opt-in page. And that's where you're going to tell them, hey, what am I promising? Either a paid product or a free product for them to opt in and either just become a lead or actually pay for something. And when they click on that, we pull their Facebook profile and they can actually confirm their email and agree to the terms and say continue. If there is a payment involved, this is where they would be sent to either PayPal or ask for the credit card information if you chose Stripe as a payment option, or PayPal for that matter. So when they continue, what's great is now after they opted in and paid, if there was a payment option, they get access to what we call the main content or members area. And that's where you deliver on your promise. That's where you give them either that course or access to the membership or a number of different things that you may have promised to them in the sales or opt-in page. And what's cool is that you end up with a list of Facebook profiles and their name and email, which could be attached to an autoresponder. So if you do want to do email marketing, you could attach it to Aweber, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign. We have about 10 or 15, I think, that we connect with. So you could definitely do that very easily. You don't have to manually add them. They can be added automatically. But if you don't want to have one, that's fine. We do have a backend where you can check and download all the leads as well. If you are running a sweepstakes, we do have a choose winner button. So that's something people really, really enjoy. And for their sweepstakes, it makes everything easy. What's cool too is if there was a payment involved, we actually easily link to that payment profile on PayPal or Stripe to make it easy for you to manage. And that was the system. But one of the most popular features that people love about us is if you are using a Facebook group to either a free membership or a paid membership, we make it really easy to know who should or shouldn't have access to this. And that's because we have a Chrome extension we call Group Connect that you can install. And if what's cool about it is once you hit start, while you're inside a Facebook group in your computer, it'll actually color code names of people who are either requesting access or just posting content in the group, which makes it really, really easy to know who should be let in or who should be removed from the group. So that's where, I mean, there's people who use our system specifically for this feature because managing group access can be a real pain in the you know what. So that's 22 Social Connect. And ultimately, what I want to see happen for you is what happens to Will Irish, a friend of mine and one of our customers, is that you get constant notifications on your email every day of every new member that signs up or new client that signs up to pay you, and every time they renew their payment every month or every quarter or every year. And so we want you to have so many of these that you actually get bored of them and filter them out of your email, which I'm sure Will's doing that at this point because, yeah, they're exciting, but at the same time, you will have a lot of notifications on your email box. So we like for that to happen for you. But, we got to put in the work and get started. If you do want to join our free community, become what we call ourselves our Dream Builders, we do have monthly training. If you're watching live, then you're watching today Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. We do cutting edge strategies and training. Again, we're not a training company, but I've been in internet marketing for about 12 years now. And so if I know I want you to win, because if you win, then we win and your customer wins, everybody's happy. But if you do sign up, here's the perks for signing up. You do get an extended trial of the software that I just went over. So you can get a full 30-day trial of our software. You do get a blueprint crash course of the blueprint steps that I went through initially. So if you want to get a quick crash course, you can get that for free. And you also get access to our community, as well as a weekly sweepstakes of prizes. So we are going to announce a winner in a bit. If you're ready to go for it, you could sign up at 22s.com/stream. It's free. And what's great is you'll be able to experience the same thing that your customers will be experiencing if you set up a free membership using our software. We also have a bundle we call a Dream Builder bundle, where we include two things. So if you're ready to really build it big and you're committing to this, you could actually sign up and get 1 year of our software, 1 year membership to our software, which allows you to install in up to 3 businesses or 3 fan pages, and also a Dream Builder blueprint course, a full-on course where we go into detail on every one of the blueprint steps. It's not just a crash course, it's a full-on course. And we bundle those together. And if you're interested in that, you can go to 22s.com/stream and register there, and we'll give you the best price that we have available today. So if you want to go check that out, that same link, 22s.com/stream, you can do that. And we're back. Let's see.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to announce the winner, right?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Yep. Winner's coming up.
Yeah, so today's winners is Jason Lee from London, United Kingdom. Congratulations, Jason. You won the 22 Social Dream Builder bundle.
Yes, Jason. And I'm not sure what your expertise is. Looks like you're happy with your baby. So I'm not sure from that picture, but whatever it is that your expertise is, we're excited that you won. You get 1 year of 20 Social Standard. You also get the Dream Builder Blueprint course, which is the one that we just discussed. And you can reach us on our Facebook page, or by going to m.me/22social and sending us a message, and we'll activate your account. So congrats. I think it's probably past midnight out there, so you'll probably catch a replay out in London. But I'm excited to see what you create with our software. And with that, we're pretty much done. I'm just going to really quickly remind you, if you're ready to get started, start building your dream, you can go to 22s.com/stream and sign up, and you'll be able to get an extended free trial of our software and get going. And with that, ready to say goodbye until next week. So I'm going to...
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.